It's the real reason that content creators are leaving this luxury community, because in fact it's not a community. It's toxic and it's full of cliques. We will be discussing all of that and so much more. Cheers! Okay, before we get into spilling the tea and all of that, should we see how I created this look? Here we are. Not a bit of makeup on. Let's get this Chanel headband on, because the makeup we are using to chit chat, to roast today will be all Chanel makeup. We're excited. I received some new makeup from my friend Jules, so I'm going to do a chit chat and discuss all things luxury YouTubers and everything that I have just mentioned. Okay, let's get the hairband on. There we go. Can we see the greys are through and my colour is due this week? Okay, that's taken everything away. The palettes I'm going to be using, I haven't decided yet, but I have 3 here. I have, let's open them up. I have, by the way, while I'm opening this up, before we get into the chit chat, I'd love for you to subscribe if you haven't already. Please, thumbs up are always very much appreciated and help the channel, and I want to hear your comments. I'm sure there's going to be plenty. Okay, the first one is this tweedy one, which if you watch my unboxing you would have seen. So there we go, that's what they look like, and they have the tweed design right there. Beautiful. I have tried them all and absolutely love them. So that's the first one, and that is called Le Faux Ombre Tweed, and it is 03 Tweed Fauve, F-A-U-V-E. Okay, and the other one is Le Faux Ombre, right, and it is 384 Imaginaire. Okay. But I have linked them all before. I have put them on my vlogs. I think this is the one I'm going to use, because if I remember correctly, this one has a sparkle. Is this? Yes, this is the one with the sparkle. I think I'm going to go with this one today. They're both kind of very similar, so we'll leave that one open because that's one I'm going to use. There was also, I might add this, because you know me, I kind of add lots of different colours. She sent me this one as well. And this is 327 Penombre, P-E-N-O-M-B-R-E. This is kind of a metallic grey, but it's not very pigmented. I haven't tried this one yet, but I might incorporate that. I kind of suit greys. It almost looks like an olivey grey, doesn't it? So we might try that. You know what I do? I always go with the flow and just add things to the face. First of all, I'm going to put my Victoria Beckham Just For You, what's it called, Morning Aura? I think that's what it was called. I can't remember, it's been such a long time. Cannot buy that, I'm sorry people, but it's just my kind of base. And because I use Estee Lauder, it just adds a little bit of, what's the word, it's not shine I'm looking for, but you know, because double wear can be quite matte, so it just adds, I can't think of the word. Forgive me, I have cough brain. Did I tell you I had a cough? Yeah, I've had a cough since last week. Can't remember if I've told you, but if I have, I do apologise. It's cough brain. Okay, let's get straight into the subject, because that's why you're here. The title has brought you here. Initially, I got the idea for this and I made lots of notes, but I haven't really had the energy to upload this video. And then last night, a video popped up on my feed by Romina Rose. Mate, is there a shadow coming here? I think I'm going to have to close the blind. And her video was titled, YouTube is not dead, but it's toxic. And I was like, ooh, interesting. Anyway, she spoke about a lot of things on that video. I am going to speak about the things that I have notes of, because they were my original notes. She also, by the way, made a video. So Jerusha made the video about, I can't remember what Jerusha's video was called, but is YouTube, luxury YouTube over. I can't remember the exact name of it. I'll link it below in my description box. And a lot of people started making videos on the back of that video, and I'm sure you're all sick and fed up of hearing about the same old things. But actually Romina Rose May had made a video about this subject, I think it was about 4 months ago now, and I had said this, B and I were going to do a live during the week, but the links wouldn't work, so we did one on Instagram. And I had actually said this to B, because B didn't know this, that Romina Rose May had already, in fact she was the first one that I had seen that had made this, apart from Jeffree Stark, whatever his name is. I don't watch them. Anyway, all of that aside, let's get on to the points that I wanted to make. Why are these luxury YouTubers, or what seems like these luxury YouTubers, leaving? Are they leaving because of the reasons that some other YouTubers, so like I said, people have been making videos on this, and there's been an array of ideas as to why people are leaving this luxury community. One being YouTube are not paying as much, people are not getting as many views, their channels are not growing, they're not evolving, you know, to incorporate what people want to see, and blah blah blah. There's been many ideas, you know, they're not making enough money, so they're coming off YouTube. A lot of these people have lots of money, and I'm sure they don't rely, apart from, you know, the ones that do it as a business, and not having to rely, you know, on money that they're earning from YouTube, you know, like, okay, let me get some foundation on and I'll tell you my thoughts as to why I think a lot of people are leaving. That's just the spoolie thing that I'm using from the Flawless filter. I like to use that to put on my foundation. My skin's not been the greatest. It's not been the greatest for a while. I don't know why, but there we go. I'm going to go and get all my bits and pieces done this week, eyebrows and all of that I like to get done. Okay, so my personal feelings on this is they've just had enough. They've simply had enough, and I'm talking more about the girls that we tend to watch. I'm not talking about these makeup artists and all of that, but remember, this is my personal opinion, and as Jacob always says, it's all done for entertainment purposes, people. Okay, remember that. Okay, my personal opinion is they've just had enough. Why have they had enough? But there's a lot that goes on YouTube. You know, YouTube is just like anything else in society, you know, like workplaces, like gyms, like families, you know, it's just the same. So basically, you're gonna get toxic people, you're gonna get bullies, which is one of the things that Romina Rose May had said. You're gonna get, you know, nice people, helpful people, people that won't help you, selfish people, people that are out to get you. It happens. And I know you quite often hear on YouTube, oh, the luxury community is such a lovely community and blah blah blah, and yes, it is. But it could also be the other end of the spectrum as well. It definitely can. And, you know, you quite often, there's cliques, but there's also groups of friends. You know, it's just like everyday life, where that's what you get, groups of friends and cliques and blah, 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 blah. And me, as a content creator, as a luxury YouTuber, I quite often get people messaging me about other people, things that they've heard, things that they've found out. They tell me about other people that have fallen out. You hear that, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. I'm sure this happens with all other YouTubers, and it's not just other YouTubers that message me, it's some of my viewers, some of my subscribers, some of my friends will say, by the way, did you know this? I'm gonna have to close the blind because this shadow's coming, isn't there? It's not gonna work unless I come really, really close. So, you know, you do it, that it does happen in this community. Can you avoid it? Can you avoid it? I don't think you can avoid it entirely. I mean, personally, I like to make videos and I like to share my personal opinion, okay? Now, somebody watching that, whether it's a subscriber or a YouTuber, can say, okay, that's fair enough, that's Andri's opinion, what does that matter, and say to me, well, this is my opinion. Or they can try and bully me into changing my mind, changing the information that I have given, or, you know, there's a way of giving your opinion in the comments without being vindictive, without being horrible, without bullying. There is a way, and you can always tell when the bully or the person is being passive aggressive. You know, there's no hiding that. You can always tell. You know, this is what I'm saying. There's only so much you can take. Some of these girls, boys, have been on oh, that's my Amazon order. They've been on YouTube a long time, and you know, this can happen time and time again, and we see, as viewers, we have seen them falling out. We have seen people being really tight and really close and really friendly, and then all of a sudden, pew, they're not talking about each other anymore. They're not doing meetups anymore. They're, you know, you can tell. None of us are stupid. We can see it. We can tell, even though we're in another country, just sitting there watching you on our phone, iPad, TV, or whatever you watch on. We can all see when people have had, you know, a fallout. Sometimes people put it out onto YouTube and they talk about it, and they share their dirty laundry, which is what we do here on YouTube. We share. We're oversharers. All of us that are here are oversharers, because that's what we're doing. And of course, we only share what we want to, and we don't, of course, we don't share everything. You know, we don't. We share what we can and what we want to share. So is the luxury community toxic? Yes, it can be. Of course it can be. It's not any different to anything else. Is the luxury community a community? Right, before we get onto that one, I really need to get some more makeup on. Okay, what we're going to use, I'm going to use, so I like to go in with my highlighter, and I've got a mirror here. Let me just check everything is in nicely and blended in. Okay, so I'm going to go in because I have a new Victoria Beckham Estee Lauder highlighter. No, you cannot buy this, but apparently, people, the Bronze Goddess, I dropped this now, alright, it's fine. The Bronze Goddess and the Victoria Beckham are supposed to be the same. This does come in different shades. This shade is totally different to that shade. This is more pinky, this is more browny, but I love the kind of texture of it is the same. Okay, let's go in with the highlighter. So, well, I haven't used this for ages. Let's go. I like to kind of highlight my eyes in here. I like to highlight my lips. Just gives them, see, as soon as you put that on your lips, gives you a bit of oomph. And I'll go up here as well, and that just gives me some highlight around about here. So this is almost like a blush as well because of the pinky tones. Right, that's that. Okay, I also need some concealer. What will I go with? I'm gonna go with the Primark one. Let's go high end, low end, and right in the middle. If you know, you know. Okay, so I'm just going to go in with a bit here. I like to go in, there's a lot that comes out in that one. Okay, and a bit down here, and a bit down here, because, so when it's light, it brings it out. So because these lines go in, it's bringing them out. When it's dark, it takes it in. That's why we contour to give that effect. I know you're probably sick of me saying that. I'm going to go here as well. So I have these lines here which are quite deep. And then I'm going to probably go back in here again because it's going to, I'm going to clean up the eyeshadows there if they need cleaned up. Oh, we're not even halfway through the video and it has, the camera has switched off, which tells me I have been filming for too long. Okay, is the luxury community a community? Well, do you know what I did? I googled what does a community mean and I screenshotted it. So let's go in and read what it says. Community: a group of people living in the same place or having a particular characteristic in common. Okay, the condition of sharing or having certain attitudes and interests in common. So yes, if that's a description of what a community is, then yes, the luxury community is a community. Cheers, by the way. Did I tell you to subscribe? So, going by that description, the luxury community is a community. Now, what do we mean by a community? You know, are we one great big happy family? Everybody's being helpful, goes back to being toxic. Everybody being helpful, looking out for each other. To me, that's what a community is, okay? Where you're all there for each other when needed. A lot of people are. There is a lot of that going on. But there is a lot of that not going on as well. And these are the things that people don't really talk about. So when I heard Romina Rosemary talking about this, I was blown away, because literally I had the notes sitting there ready and I thought, oh my goodness, somebody else has had the nerve to talk about this, because this is the problem. We've almost, not me, we've almost been made afraid to talk about what we think and our opinions because of, you know, people coming at us, you know, people taking it the wrong way. I'm not saying anything horrible about anybody in particular here. I'm not naming anybody. I'm just telling you what it's actually like. You've probably noticed I've kind of been stepping back. In fact, when I did the live with Winnie B. LV, she says to me, you're not doing, you know, many of these handbag videos anymore. One, I've spoken about every handbag that I have reviewed them all. If somebody asks me to talk about a handbag, I'll do it, because like I've always said, you know, YouTube is a search engine. If somebody's needing information and I've uploaded a video about the YSL college bag and somebody needs some sort of information and asks me to do a video on it, this is what I'm here to do. I absolutely do that. If one of my fellow YouTubers tags me, then of course I appreciate the fact that they've remembered me and they've thought about me. Thank you, Super Jacob. And actually, I've got a few tags to do. I need to do them. Actually, other people have tagged me as well, so I need to do them, and I will do them. And I don't mind talking about handbags. I don't have a problem talking about any of my luxury items. But I feel as if, you know, how many times can I tell you about my bags? And I enjoy my vlogs. I enjoy making memories. I enjoy looking back on the vlogs. Like, I really love seeing my mum. If I remember an incident, a time, I can look back on my vlogs and see my mum. And I love it when people say to me, I found your channel and I remember your mum being in the background. I think, oh my goodness, you remember my, you know, you remember my mum. You know, if you don't know, my mum had dementia. I looked after her and she'd always be around about me because I looked after her. She had to be nearby me so I could take care of her. Which brings me onto the subject of, you know, why people start YouTube. The purpose. Why does somebody, if there's so much going on, if there's, you know, if there's bullying going on, which happens anyway, what is the reason most people start YouTube? So I can answer for myself, but I can also give you my opinion on some of the reasons that other people give. But I also need to get some makeup on. Okay, what have I got on? I've got, let's do some contour. Oh my goodness, I can't even remember how old this is. Do you know what I brought through when I bought this? Now apparently it comes in different colours. Oh, I've probably put it on upside down. Oh, there we go. When I bought this, I bought the brush that went with it, which is quite a thick brush. Let me show you. It's look. I mean, I know it's supposed to be like a bronzer. This is more of a bronzer than contouring, but I like to use it for contouring. So there we go. So this is the Chanel, what's it called? I don't even know what it's called. Soleil Tan de Chanel. I don't know if it's called the same thing. There we go. So remember, this is to kind of do this. We're not here to really learn about makeup, are we? We're here to gossip and chat, people, aren't we? So I'm going to just put some on the nose to take away. There we go. A bit round there, a bit round there, and then just, I've got quite good bone structure. There's not much that needs. I've got good everything, people. Doing well, not coughing. Okay, what you hear quite often luxury YouTubers saying is, I started my YouTube channel to connect with other like-minded people who loved bags. That's why they felt they needed to start their YouTube channel. But if it was just to connect with people, there are lots of bag forums. You can connect with the existing YouTubers, and in the comments you can still connect with people and chat about handbags. I have this handbag, what do you think of this? I think this. You don't have to do a YouTube channel to connect with other handbag or luxury lovers, do you? That's what I think. That's not why I started YouTube. I started YouTube for not one reason, and I was talking to my friend Jules the other day, and we were talking in general about all these things, and she asked me that question. In fact, Bees asked me that question. Quite a few people asked me that question. Why did you start your why did you start your YouTube channel? And I've probably given a different, if I had to be honest, I've probably given a different answer or multiple answers every time somebody's asked me, because it's not for one reason. Okay, I'm going to go in with a blush, and this is, I thought I got makeup on my blouse. Illuminating blush powder. This was in the Chains collection, the Chains de Chanel. Okay, which looks like that. Okay, well, first reason is it looks like an easy thing to do. Okay, when I watch somebody and they're good at what they're doing, they make it look easy, and I thought I could do that. Sit in front of the camera, chat, I could do that. I mean, I'm an only child, I chat to myself all the time. I remember as a young child chatting to mirrors. I mean, having conversations in my head. And in fact, people ask me, is it not weird being in a room just talking to a camera? But I'm talking to you. I've never found it hard to do that at all, because I'm kind of used to chatting to myself and my own thoughts like this, having these conversations, you know, agreeing, disagreeing with myself. Yes, I agree and disagree with myself. And so I don't find that, but you know, if I had to be honest, I looked at other people doing it when I was doing my research on handbags, and I thought, oh, I could do that. This was at a point when I had no idea how to edit. I didn't even know how to subscribe to a channel. My son told me that how to subscribe to a channel and that it wouldn't cost me anything. I was like, wow, I could subscribe and I could watch all their videos and I wouldn't have to search them, and it doesn't cost me anything. Honestly, and I had no clue how to upload a video. When I tell you, I had zero knowledge of how this thing worked, but I thought it looked easy. Okay, so I thought, okay, that looks pretty easy to do. But for me at that time, YouTube became an escape from my reality. I had a lot going on at that period of my life. When I tell you, people, I had everything going on, you know, things that I can't even, it wouldn't be fair to talk about and put it out in the world, but I had a lot going on. It wasn't just looking after my mum, running a business, a family, a house. I had a lot at that time. And you know, sitting there watching a bag review, a bag that I was really interested in, a Chanel bag, I sat and watched unboxing after unboxing, and I loved watching the packaging. I had never seen Chanel packaging before. I loved it. I got excited. I got excited for the person that was doing that. I need to change my battery, people. So I was saying, I got excited by every unboxing. I loved it. I was right into it. You know, now I sit here and I say, I don't want to see another unboxing. And you hear a lot of people saying that, bearing in mind they get the best views. I don't want to see the camellia. I don't want to see the wrapping. See, when I first started watching YouTube, I loved all that. And when I got my Chanel bag, I filmed myself doing it. I never ever at that time uploaded it. I may have added it later on to a vlog, but I got so into the YouTube unboxings of Chanel bags. When I got mine, as this Rico filmed me doing it, I was so excited by it. It was just on my phone. He just filmed me on my phone. And I wanted to do it, you know, the unsticking of the paper, the opening it up slowly, because that's how I'd watched everybody else doing it. Probably, now I had luxury bags before my Chanel bags, you know, my Gucci bags. And honestly, I would go, open them up. You know, packaging was just packaging, just wanted the bag, you know, the Gucci bags, use them and all of that. The packaging, but the way, you know, Chanel had folded the paper inside and everybody would make, it was a drama, it was a, you know, I wanted it. I wanted that, you know, and that's how I got into YouTube, and I loved all of that. Now, probably now, because I've seen it, I've done it, I'm not interested by it. And also now, when people are unboxing, they're unboxing like masses of things. I don't see that excitement when people are unboxing anymore. I don't see it. I don't see them having fun with the bag, showing the bag time and time again. What I'm seeing a lot of the time is they unbox that bag and then they're unboxing another one and another one. That's what I'm seeing. So they've lost that love. They've got into, you know, that rabbit hole of just unboxing for the sake of unboxing, and I think that's what we're missing out on. So going back to why I started my YouTube. So for me, it was an escape and talking about things that didn't really matter. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to use this one here, which is, what are we going to use? 384 Imaginaire. Okay, so I've already got the highlighter on my eyes. So let's get a nice brush. It's my new brush here that B got me here, so I'm going to use that as well. So it was a good escape for me, and I loved it. I could sit and watch hours and hours and hours of Chanel videos, and then we all know how it goes, how we all get sucked in. Well, people, I've swam right out there. I'm out there. I have more than enough bags now. Okay, so I'm going to go in with the lightest colour. We're going to go in with Clear Light, that one right here. If I remember, these are quite pigmented. So secondly, like I said, I was looking after my mum at the time. And because I had discovered YouTube, I also started, apart from looking up videos on handbags, looking up videos on dementia. And I never ever found a video about people that actually looked after their family within the home. I'm going back many years now. So there was nothing like that. There was always, you would always see people with dementia in homes, but you wouldn't see the carers side of it. You know, the things that you actually go through as a carer, or, you know, the person with dementia's going through, what dementia is really, really like. And I know dementia can be so different for different people. It's different. My mum's dementia was extreme. When I tell you it was extreme, it was the worst possible dementia imaginable. Hence why I do everything, people, my exercise regime, my diet, my everything, my hormone replacement is all about avoiding dementia, because it's frightening when you live with somebody that you love so much and they can't even speak anymore. They can't tell you, I'm in pain, I need the toilet, I'm hungry, I love you, I want to go downstairs, I need some sunshine, I need some water. They can't tell you any of that. It's awful. It breaks my heart. I have to make myself not think about it, because when I think what my mum went through, it breaks my heart, because none of us know, what they hear, what they understand, none of that. So I was looking, I suppose, for some sort of help. I was looking for somebody else that was going through what I was going through at the time. Somebody, it goes back to when people say, you know, I was looking for other people to connect with handbags. I then started looking for people to connect that were going through the same thing as me with dementia. And that's why the minute somebody messages me that may come across one of my dementia videos, and it's always in my playlist, I'll answer, I answer all comments, but to me, it takes me right back, and I want to help. I want to help as much as I possibly can, but in my heart of hearts, I think, oh my goodness, God help you with what you're going to have to go through now. So I wanted to bring light to dementia as well. That was the other reason I wanted my YouTube channel, to bring light to dementia, what dementia can really be like. I didn't actually realise how hard that was going to be. I truly didn't realise that I could only talk about so much, because it was about somebody I loved so much, and it was about their dignity, her privacy, and it wasn't up to me, you know. I had to ask myself, would my mum want me to share these things? And I shared quite a lot, but I think I did it very respectfully to my mum. But I think I shared enough that would help other people. Okay, I'm going in with the colour next to that, which is medium. And I wanted to share enough that to show somebody that needed that help that you're not going through this alone. Other people are going through it, and I talked about medication and things that might help. Of course, things have moved on since then. Hopefully they'll get a cure pretty soon, hopefully. But things have moved on, but I tried to share as much as I could. So that was another reason as to why I started my YouTube channel. Now the other reason is I've always been somebody that has filmed. I loved filming the boys I loved making home movies. I've always done that. I've got great home movies. when they were really young, we didn't have a video camera and we would hire them. We then bought our own video camera, and I have videos of me being in the house myself. This is pre-YouTube, and just filming my dog at the time, filming things, just so it's something that brings out my creativity. It's something that I've always enjoyed doing, filming, and I love it, and I love the whole process. I love sitting in front of the camera talking. I love it. I know this is something that people don't really admit to, but I enjoy this whole process. I love sitting in front of the camera. I sometimes watch my own videos back. Not so much now. I think I did at the beginning. I laugh with the girls because, you know, we all know when we first start doing videos, they're not that great. Some would say yours are still not great, Andri, obviously. I don't care. I'm doing what I enjoy, okay? But I was going to say with the girls, and I say to the girls, you know, at that time when I filmed that, I thought it was so good. And I did. You know, there's nothing wrong with admitting these things, you know. I think we're all embarrassed. Oh no, it's not because I like filming or seeing myself, and it's not because of this, that's just vanity, that's just, no. I love sitting here, chatting with you, filming it, going back, editing it. I have learned so much. Like I said, right at the, you know, when I started talking about this, I didn't even know that you could subscribe to somebody and it wouldn't cost you anything. Now, I have subscribed to so many people. I have learned to troubleshoot. I rarely phone my boys now for help. I used to phone them all the time. They're probably, thank goodness. So I edit. When I first started doing videos, if I said something that I didn't like, I would refilm the whole thing. And then my youngest Luke, he would say, oh, just edit that out, Mum, edit that out. And he would go, just bring it here. If you make a mistake, leave it, continue your video, and I'll edit it out for you. And that's what he used to do for me. You know, just easy, just edit the things out that I didn't want. And I think it wasn't until he moved out I started editing my own videos. I learned to edit. I learned to edit on my iPad, and then I got a Mac, and I've learned to edit on that, and everything that you need to learn about YouTube. Okay, I'm going in with the darkest colour now, which is called Fonts Dark. So I always go in with a dark colour just here, just to kind of emphasise everything and kind of bring the eye out. So that's why I started my YouTube channel. It's a lot harder than I thought it would be. A lot harder. But I don't regret it. I love it. Like I said, I love the memories that I make with it. And by the way, I have met some amazing people. I have made some amazing friends. More of my friends are people that have been my subscribers, I suppose, that have become really good friends than YouTubers. The two YouTube like friends that I've made is B and Mimi, who are both YouTubers. But I chat to a lot of other YouTubers as well, and I've been there as well where people have made videos on me. I'm sure you've all seen them. Sometimes it's, you know, going back to it being a community, it's people you kind of least expect that kind of just all of a sudden decide, you know, or maybe come into the comments and say things, and you think, really, if you felt that way, why did you not private message me? Which is what I would tend to do if it's somebody that I have spoken to, you know, on quite a few times privately. I would, if I disagreed with something, I would kind of private message them. But it's life, people, and you have to learn to accept these things. Like I said, I've made some really close friends through my YouTube that I chat to, you know, regularly, really regularly. And probably these are the types of people I would have become friends with outside of YouTube, and not just because of handbags. And having that common denominator of handbags is just a tiny bit of our friendship. We have many other things in common, and it's not just about handbags. And I think this is when sometimes fallouts happen within the community, the YouTube community, luxury community, whatever. It happens in any of the communities of YouTube. It's when people try and force a friendship because of having this common thing about handbags. A friendship is a lot more than just about bags, but it's great when your friends love bags too. Okay, let's go in with some glitter now. Let me see how glittery this is. If it's pigmented. No, I don't think so. I think it's just glitter. It's just shine it all up and in there. I'll tell you what I am going to do. I'm going to get my highlighter. Just highlight my brow just in here and here and then in here, because you know I like that brightness within the eye. It opens up the eye. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my white pencil and I'm going to go a wee bit in here inside the eye. I'll blend that in a minute just to open everything up. And then a bit in here, a bit in there. This one's probably too white. I don't like it normally white in here. I like it just like an off-white. It just all brightens up the eye. I need to get some makeup on, or this video is never going to finish. So I'm just going to get some makeup on. Okay, next, oh, do you know, I'm going to try it actually. Let's go in with this grey, see what it looks like. I think it's probably what it needs, just to take away some of the terracotta. There we go, just adds another dimension of colour. Yeah. There we go. So remember, let me know in the comments your thoughts. How do you see the luxury community? I mean, I don't see it. There's a lot of talk about, is it going to end? Of course it's not. There's always going to be new people coming in. There's always going to be new people interested in handbags. You know, there's always going to be somebody new on YouTube, either watching or reviewing. It's always going to happen. Do you know, it's really hard doing your makeup on camera because I'm used to sitting, you know, or standing in front of my mirror in my ensuite with the lights right there. So I've got the mirror here, I've got the kind of fake lighting there, and it's really strange. Okay, I'm going to go in with the liner. Okay, so I'm using the Wonder Ink liner from Rimmel. This is the hardest thing to do on camera. I normally don't have a problem with doing eyeliner, but I think it's because I'm used, see, there you go, I'm kind of used to the mirror being right in front of me, so it makes it really hard because this mirror isn't. And when you flick up, you're supposed to have your eyes open, or that's what works for me anyway. I say you're supposed to, but who am I to say? But I find it The flick ends up much better. Ooh, can't see. The flick ends up much better if I keep my eyes open. Right, we're just going to leave that there because you know what happens with liner. The more you try and fix it, the worse it gets. Okay, I'm going to go in with a green liner. This is 24 hour. It's just in the colour green and Scandal Eyes, so it's probably Rimmel again. Go under the eyes like so. There we go. Right, I'm going to do my mascara and I'll come back. So with my mascara, I like to use a base. I'm going to use Lash Paradise, and then I'm going to go in with the MAC, which is, used to use this years and years ago. I still have my pre-MAC one, but if you haven't tried this MAC mascara, it's amazing. I used to use it, and then you know how we start trying different things. I think I went on to, was it the YSL, and kind of forgot about this, but I'm back on MAC, so it's that tube there. Okay, that's the mascara on. So I've not coloured them or anything, I've just simply added the MAC Paradise primer, and then my MAC mascara. Like I said, nothing else, didn't even colour them, and that's that. And I have kind of fixed my makeup, you know, I blended that bit in that was sitting there right on my chin, and I've just kind of made sure everything's blended, because it's quite hard when you've got the light and the light coming in, and you know, my eyesight's not the best. So got up close, people, tried to adjust the eyeliner and did that thing, but I tell you, do not touch the eyeliner. Yes, I did that thing. Right, okay, let's get the lipstick on. I am going with a double wear in the colour red. Just in here. So I just go round the lips and just follow my natural lip line. That's the lip liner on. Then I'm going to go in with the lipstick that I got at Christmas. It's absolutely delicious. It is Rouge Allure. It's expensive, but it's luxurious. 817. Absolutely love it. Love, love, love. It's kind of a bit of a orangey red. That's what it looks like. These are the ones you couldn't refill. There we go. And just apply. There we go, that's the lipstick on. Okay, that's the makeup look. Let's get the hairband on. Let's see what this hair's gonna do. Stuart's colour this week anyway. There we go. How does that look? I think we need some perfume, don't we? And as we're doing all things Chanel, we have Chanel No. 5. Remember this limited edition red bottle? Oh, people. Oh my goodness, what was it Marilyn Monroe used to say? You need nothing else in bed but Chanel No. 5. Oh, she wore nothing else in bed but Chanel No. 5. Oh gosh, I guess I'm a grown-up now because I actually like Chanel No. 5. Okay, I know this chit chat has been kind of discussing all sorts of things. You know, when I do my chit chats, they go all over the place. I've discussed dementia, which is a big thing in my life. We have discussed YouTube. We have discussed whether or not this community is toxic, and basically this community is no different to any other community. Like I said early on in the video, you get your good, your bad, and your ugly. People, you take what you want from it, and that's what it is. But you know, if you are thinking of uploading YouTube videos, you know, take that into account. There will always be somebody out there that's going to leave a negative comment. I know it tends to be the bigger you are on YouTube, the more negativity you get. You know, we can only try and do our best. We are simply here to entertain people. By the way, if you've got this far, leave me the camera emoji, and thank you very much for being here with me. And if you would like to see more videos, I'm going to link one here. Remember the thumbs up, and if you're not already subscribed, it's the A right here, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye and cheers.